Hey everyone! Today I'm going to be reviewing the Hermès Horseback bag. And if you like that quiet equestrian meets city vibe, this one absolutely nails it. It was actually quite hard for me to get my hands on this. It actually is currently not yet in my country, so I had to go to Japan originally to try to get it. But turns out that Japan also had all their stocks sold out. So I actually ended up having to look for it elsewhere, but I finally managed to get it in China. So yeah, I'm really hyped about it and really glad to be able to be providing this review. So let's go ahead with the unboxing then. As you can see, it's a you got the normal dust bag, and as you can see over here. So without further ado, we'll just open it up. We'll just slowly take it out. It's a beautiful bag, and as you can see, it's a crossbody bag with this at the front and this as the side. So let me just also get rid of this box so that we have more space. And let me just put it over here. So yeah, here's a close-up view of it. So as you can pretty much see, it's a messenger men's essential, where you can see it's built for everyday use, but still very Hermes in the details. So you can pretty much see it. For it's made in Woolycot canvas and also calfskin. In particular, it's swift calfskin. And the first thing that you'll notice is the canvas texture, which you can see over here. It's a bit of a quilted look that looks inspired by a saddle pad, which is essentially like the whole story behind the horseback line. So it's a bit sporty, but doesn't feel casual in a cheap way. It feels deliberate. And if you see over here at the front, you can see that there is a beautiful Hermes cellular badge. It's a bit beautiful that way because it's a bit understated in a way. It still gives that signature identity without really screaming branding. So that's the one thing I particularly like about it. Because I personally, when I choose my Hermes wear, I don't like choosing those that really scream Hermes, like a clear H or the writing Hermes on it, but I just like those that give a bit more of a subtle feel to it, and that feels more genuine in a way. So if you can see as well over here, the leather base itself is more or less a big deal for durability. So if you put this down on, say, like cafe floors, office floors, car seats, whatever, the leather base really helps to be able to hold it up as well, and also helps the bag to also keep its structure, which you can see over here. It's a really beautiful bag that way, and if you pretty much have a bit of a close-up as well, you can pretty much see as well that the hardware on this one is a palladium-plated metallic finish. So it has a bit of a cool silvery tone. It's clean, modern, and also pairs quite nicely as well with the tool material design that we just talked about as well. So if we go up top here as well, we have the zip enclosure, which I personally prefer for a messenger bag, especially if we're not commuting or traveling. It's secure and it keeps the silhouette clean as well. So you can open it as well, which you can see over here. So if we zoom a bit closer here, we can see that in the back, you'll be able to see that there are two pockets essentially. You can see that there's a bit of a interior over here. It might be a bit faint, but there are two pockets, and it can fit two phones comfortably essentially. The pocket is one of the small design choices that, in my opinion, make the bag feel genuinely practical and not just pretty. And at least When I carry bags, that's one thing that I particularly look for. I particularly look for those that are more practical instead of just aesthetically pleasing. And I believe that overall the shape of the pad is something that I just really like, the saddle pad, as it gives the bag as well a softer contact point. It's one of my favorite feels. It's not as valuable leather and full leather as some other bags, but I think this is genuinely interesting in its own way because it makes it unique and it feels comfortable against the body that way too. And of course, we have the strap too, which, as you can see over here, it's adjustable woolly canvas shoulder strap, and it's more or less designed so you can wear it over the shoulder or across the body, and it's just genuinely easy to adjust. Crossbody, as you can see, it fits really nicely, close to the body, hands-free, and it looks effortless. And then you can also switch to shoulder wear, and over the shoulder it's a bit more slightly relaxed and has a bit more of that classic messenger feel. So if we then take a look more on size wise, it's 14.6 inches long, 12 inches high, and 3.1 inches deep. So it's slim, but at the same time it's not tiny. It's actually one of the biggest bags that I have right now, especially for Hermes, because I feel Hermes bags normally are a bit more compact in a way. So you can carry a whole lot of items with this. And in my opinion, it's the kind of bag that really would fit your daily load because of this. At the same time, preventing it from looking like, I would say, like a cheap tote. And you can realistically fit things like a tablet, a notebook, mind you, some certain notebooks, because of course, even if it's big, only probably still like the more compact ones, say like one of the smaller MacBooks can probably fit in this, and your wallet, keys, sunglasses, maybe a small pouch, plus that back pocket that it has for your phone setup essentially. It's very much designed to be an everyday companion, and the strap length also stretches from 35.4 to 52.8 inches. So I believe that you can dial in the drop depending on your height and how you like your crossbody bags to sit. This leather is full grain, which means that it keeps the natural top layer intact. So you might see things like tiny wrinkles, veins, pores. It's very normal within Hermes leather, but those aren't flaws. That's the leather really showing its character. I think those who are already Hermes owners probably know quite a bit about this, but those who might just be looking at this bag as a potential purchase and might not have already been using Hermes might not know about this yet, so it's very valuable to keep this in mind. So over time, it'll soften and develop a bit of a patina, and that's part of the appeal. So a few practical rules, that being said: keep it away from water, intense heat, dark sunlight, and extreme humidity or dryness. If it gets wet, just wipe it with a soft cloth and let it dry naturally. Be very careful with things such as ink, lipstick, fragrance, and repeated rubbing as well against, say, dark denim or raw textiles, especially if your leather is a lighter shade. Don't overstuff it. Make sure that you keep the shape crisp. As you can see, we have a beautiful shape here. We have it showing quite nicely here. So you need to be able to ensure that you keep it this way and try not to put everything inside it, because that will pretty much just stretch it and it'll not look good. So when you're not using it, let it rest. Store it in a warm, dry place that's away from light, ideally in the box or protective cover with the stuffing inside to maintain the shape. I actually still do put the stuffing inside as well, and I still do also put it in the box as well, within, of course, its dust bag, just to make sure that it is able to be away from the elements and just really maintains its current form and shape, essentially. So, that's the Hermes Horseback bag. Equestrian inspiration, super wearable, generally practical interior, and a clean messenger silhouette that you can dress up or down. If you want a hands-free daily bag that feels luxurious but not flashy, this is a really strong option. If you want to know more, you can pretty much just ask me about it. You can ask about how I care about it. And yeah, pretty much just always happy to answer any questions that you have regarding the bag. And yeah, if you're thinking of getting it. So, and of course, I'd be keen to hear from you all as well. How would you style this? Would you style it crossbody casual or shoulder strap more classic? Let me know in the comments. Thanks all.